Hello, welcome to Japan. Malaysian side Johor Darul have travelled to Sanfrecce Hiroshima with a 3-1 lead from the first leg of their AFC Champions League Elite round of 16 tie. It's a pleasant, dry evening in Hiroshima, where home fans will be hoping their team can pull off a huge comeback. Well, hopes of that were boosted by Nene's late own goal in the first leg after JDT took full advantage of their numerical boost when Kim Ju-sung was sent off in the 26th minute with the score level at 0-0. Cisco Munoz's side dominated from then on. Substitutes Aga Akeche and Bergson put them 2-0 up in the second half before Marcos Guilherme scored late on. Cruising towards the quarterfinals at that stage, but an unfortunate ricochet off Nene from an Andoni Zubarore save has breathed a bit of life into this tie. Sanfrecce Hiroshima go into this having already beaten JDT at home this season. They were 2-1 winners in the league stage just a month ago, but even in that game there was an early red card, this time for the Malaysian club. So it's difficult to say from those two matches that we've seen so far between these two sides just how well matched they are, given they've played little more than 40 minutes combined with a full complement of players on each team. JDT have dealt in the last week with losing 3 of their players to a 12-month ban for using falsified documents to gain authorization to play for Malaysia. So João Figueiredo, who started the first leg, John Erathabal, an unused substitute in that game, and Hector Hebel, who was not in the matchday squad, cannot play. Both of these clubs have had a weekend off from domestic action to concentrate fully on the Champions League. Already through to the last 8 are one Japanese side in Machida Zelvia. Buriram United of Thailand edged Melbourne City on penalties to get there too. Will we go the full distance tonight? Well, it's going to take a monumental effort from Sanfrecce Hiroshima. I only need to get those 2 goals back. I'm going to have to try and shut out a JDT sides that have been potent in attack. The fans inside this stadium will be hoping that they can will their side on to push them at least to extra time, and then who knows what can happen. Also about to start is Vissel Kobe against FC Seoul. And a reminder that the West Region knockout stage is yet to get started. Matches postponed until further notice because of the ongoing instability in the region. The game plan from Sanfrecce Hiroshima, from the head coach Bartosz Gul, is to stay patient. He says they're confident that they can get the job done. And at least at the start of this match, the atmosphere is quite literally bouncing. On the other side, JDT boss Cisco Munoz has told his players to forget about the first leg, to forget about this score. They haven't come here to try and protect a 3-1 lead. They want to win this match as well. Players and officials in the tunnel, and here they come. Neither Sanfrecce Hiroshima or Johor Darul have ever reached the quarterfinals of the AFC Champions League Elite. The Malaysian side are on the verge of doing that for the first time. A 3-1 lead from the first leg, giving them a chance to create history, as their head coach Cisco Munoz has said. But a late own goal from last week has let the Japanese club back into this round of 16 tie. I honestly don't think it's an impossible margin to overcome, said the Sanfrecce boss Bartosz Gul. Having beaten JDT already this season, supporters have turned out with belief that they might be in for a special night. this tie is not over yet. JDT will be trying to remove the jeopardy as quickly as possible. Sanfrecce Hiroshima cannot afford to start slowly. Sanfrecce Hiroshima head coach Bartosz Gól makes 2 changes. One is enforced. Kim Joo-sung was sent off in the first leg and is suspended. Club captain Sho Sasaki comes in for him. There's also a start for Sota Nakamura. He comes into midfield for Motoki Ohara, who drops to the bench. Akito Suzuki scored both goals in Sanfrecce's win over JDT last month. He is picked up front. Referee today is Mohammed Al-Hosh. The officials all from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And that includes the VAR booth as well, which is in full operation this evening. Cisco Munoz also makes 2 changes. One of those also enforced. João Figueiredo now serving a ban. It means former Argentina international Jonathan Silva comes into the side. There's also a recall for Afiz Fazail, who takes the place of Nacho Insa. He is among the subs. Marcos Guilherme is JDT's top scorer in this competition with 3 goals, including the third in the 3-1 win over Sanfrecce.
Today, March 11th, marks 15 years since the Great East Japan earthquake. Please stand and join us in a moment of silence. 本日3月11日は東日本大震災から15年を迎える日です。震災で亡くなられた方々に哀悼の意を表し、ただいまより黙祷を行います。皆様ご起立ください。A moment of silence, please. 黙祷。Thank you. Please be seated. ありがとうございました。
Moment silence 15 years on from devastating earthquake and tsunami which struck the Fukushima region and the nuclear complex there as well. Final team talks then for both of these sides ahead of what is a huge game for both. A chance to reach an historic quarter-final for the first time. While Sanfrecce Hiroshima can't afford to start slowly, they need to be patient, bide their time, wait for their chance. The difficulty is going to be to try and shut out JDT. They were in full control of last week's first leg. It will be Sanfrecce Hiroshima who will get this match started. Johor Darul may feel they should already be clear in this tie. 27 shots on goal in that first leg, 13 on target. So Sanfrecce need to chase goals. Their defenders could also be in for a busy night as well, but they are starting here at least on the front foot. And here's the Kano. Cross in towards Suzuki, headed away and picked up by Kawabe, is not able to keep the ball in play. Johor Darul are the giants of Malaysian football. They've won the last 11 league titles. They've won all cup competitions in the last 3 seasons as well. And they are well clear at the top of the Malaysia Super League too. 15-point lead, and they've played a game fewer than their nearest rivals too. 18 wins from 18. It's in this competition that they're trying to show that they can also mix it with the best in Asia. Strong Spanish feel to this JDT side, just managed by Cisco Munoz. Plenty have played in La Liga and the second tier in Spain as well. Snapping into the challenge. Good recovery though. Throw-in one goes the way of JDT by Jonathan Silva. And 2 caps for Argentina. He was playing at Sporting, Portugal. Guilherme to chase after. Covered by Sho Sasaki, who's not played yet domestically in the J1 100-year Vision League. That's the bridging league that's been created. Come back to that in a moment. It's a bright start from Sanfrecce Hiroshima. End. They're in full voice. Let's try and suck the ball into that goal now. Jermaine will be one of the targets here. Nakano, who is a long throw specialist, just having to halt. Jermaine's being spoken to, so is the JDT goalkeeper Andoni Zubayore. So Nakano winding up for one of his long throws, and the referee's blown his whistle again. There is a JDT player down in the area. Coming together. Sho Sasaki. Nakano can finally take his throw. The Sanfrecce player goes down. It's this Sasaki who went down. No big appeals for a penalty though from the Sanfrecce players. Matsumoto. The ball was unable to be kept in play. Again, it's the slight nudge in the back of Sho Sasaki. It's one that VAR have looked at. It's been cleared. We'll continue on. Game is through here, but was offside, and the flag finally goes up, as is the modern way. Try and let play continue. No real doubt about just how offside Guilherme was there, well beyond the last defender. Guilherme, one of the goal scorers in that first leg. These 2 sets of players well acquainted with each other. It's their 3rd match in just around a month. Cross into the box towards Suzuki. It's a cut out. Sanfrecce have the ball back again though through Matsumoto. able to win the corner there. Takaki Shichi getting forward on that left-hand side. There is Bartosz Gól, appointed in December, succeeding Mikhail Skibber, who's moved over to Vissel Kobe. Most of his career working with youth sides, including RB Leipzig, that set up there, and Mainz and Schalke as well. Did have a spell as a manager in Poland with Górnik Zabrze. This is what Sanfrecce have to look out for. Can't leave themselves too open at the back. Jairo wins the ball back. It's an overhit cross though from Jonathan Silva. And Cisco Munoz, the JDT head coach, appointed last year, former Premier League manager as well, led Watford back into the top flight in England in 2021. Didn't last too long, just 2 months into that Premier League season. He's done a pretty good job with JDT so far. It's a difficult one when you're so dominant at the top of the table in Malaysia. Trying to take these new heights is tough, but that's exactly what he's trying to do here in the AFC Champions League Elite and guide JDT to the quarterfinals for the first time in their history. The free kick has gone the way of JDT here. Foul on Jairo. Player who's turned down an opportunity to play in the UEFA Champions League this season. He was at Paphos last season, helped them to get into Europe's elite club competition. He made the move though to Malaysia. Playing centre midfield. Mendes with the searching ball. No issue for Keisuke Osako. This from Filov. Penalised for a foul. I think it was Jonathan Silva, a foul on Shuto Nakano. Silva so experienced. He's early 30s now, but has played at some top clubs in Europe, including Sporting and Roma, and Getafe, also for Boca Juniors in Argentina and Estudiantes. Being played by Sanfrecce Hiroshima, trying to box in JDT, keep this pressure up in the early stages. It's not been a bad start so far. Kala with the throw. Sasaki. Given away by Shiotani. Clears upfield. Suzuki. Jermaine had made the run ahead of him. 2 goals in that victory over JDT just a month ago, 1 from the penalty spot. appeals for a handball from Barto's goal. Nothing given by the referee. Silva get play restarted. Challenging with Matsumoto. And out for a goal kick. I mentioned about the domestic league in Japan at the moment. It's shifting to a autumn to spring calendar. Usually, or has been in the past, a season played throughout a calendar year. So there's an interim league being played at the moment, the J1 100-year Vision League. It's been a bad start for Sanfrecce as well. 2 wins, a draw and a defeat. They're given a weekend off to prepare for this. Shichi Matsumoto doing well to get round his marker, and it was missed by Subiore, the goalkeeper. Bailed out there by one of his defenders, Sasaki. Matsumoto won a corner. Matsumoto with the cross. It was almost a bit of a disaster. Similar kind of goal with a ricochet in the first leg. And a save from Zubiore, which deflected off of Nene. This was given Sanfrecce Hiroshima some hope. Glauder got his clearance away, but to take a touch off his keeper on the way out. And Suzuki. Just two players who are jostling with each other now as they're talking to for Antonio Glauder. Interesting setup this from Sanfrecce Hiroshima. They've gone very deep on the corner and they've switched off so slightly here, JDT. Matsumoto. It's a good ball in, straight down the throat though of Zubiore. Try and patiently play out from the back. JDT taken away by Nene. Shichi. Foul on Matsumoto. Shichi trying to take it quickly. It's been pulled back by the referee. Opportunity though for Sanfrecce to load the box. Well, Parrish is being warned by the referee not to complain too much. And here comes some of the players from the back from Sanfrecce, including Sho Sasaki. Bleached blonde hair. Sota Nakamura will take this free kick. Deep into the area, keeper comes and gathers. Good goalkeeping from Zubiore. JDT trying to counter quickly here through Silva. Guilherme is making the chase. Coming dealt with by Shiatani. Suzuki punished for a foul. Coming together with Nene. Called by Glauder. To trying to find Guilherme. Gyro. Guilherme asking for the early ball. Gyro just delays slightly. Gyro Took a deflection. There's control from Nakano. See the top of your screen there, Sanfrecce Hiroshima with most of the possession in the early stages. They like it that way. Darul. Guilherme to Gyro again. Two Brazilians linking up in attack. Matsumoto. Kawabe. Shiotani. With Kawabe again, pulling the strings in midfield as he so often does. Shichi. Getting onto his right foot, it's a good ball in. Not dealt with, and just wide of the target. And took a deflection, I think. Kawabe with the effort. Not adequately dealt with. Steaming in was Kawabe. And a big shoulder of Antonio Glauder, preventing it from settling into the net. Best chance the Sanfrecce Hiroshima have had so far. Takaki Shichi, or Chake. This corner, an in-swinger on the left foot, good header in there too, and another chance comes and goes for Sanfrecce. It's a free header for Hayato Aki. Shichi has shown how two-footed he is so far. Two brilliant crosses, one from the left with his right foot, and the corner with his left as well. Kawabe. Another free kick goes Sanfrecce Hiroshima's way. Been a couple of fouls conceded by Jonathan Silva. Another talking to from the referee. He just has to be careful, potentially on a last warning. Shichi. Take this free kick, goes square. Clipped forward by Shiotani. Another chance here for JDT to try and counter. Stops in his tracks though. Jermaine, made a ball off for Shichi. Guilherme tried to find Mendes, but it was cut out. JDT bring the ball away. Gyro crowded out by a combination of Sasaki and Aki. Nakamura, Shiotani, Aki, Jermaine, with Jermaine, Matsumoto, Shiichi. Shiichi comes back onto his right foot again towards Jermaine, punched by Zubiole. Holding pressure here, Sanfrecce Hiroshima. Matsumoto, Shiichi. Shiichi clipping the ball again towards Kawabe. Collected by Jermaine. Another corner. This opening 20 minutes or so, giving the fans hope that their side can do this. Swung in and away by Jairo. Matsumoto. Shiotani. Kana was in an offside position, it was allowed to run. Jairo. Good challenge. Kawabe. Shiotani, Jermaine against Glauder. The Spaniards won the free kick for JDT. Another of the Spanish contingent, Glauder, who joined from the second-tier club Cadiz last year. Cultured defender, had spells in the academies of both Barcelona and Villarreal. Kawabe collects the loose ball, tries to release Nakano. Silva got to it first. Took a ricochet off of Nakano. Big opportunity this in managerial terms for Bartosz Gul. Giving this a chance to manage Sanfrecce Hiroshima. Taking over from Mikhail Skibber. Guilherme Ribas is trying to offer an option on this right-hand side. Ribas still jinking through here. And, free kick's gone the way of Sanfrecce Hiroshima. Didn't see much from an attacking sense from JDT so far, but that was positive from Oscar Ribas. JDT, Jairo, Mendes trying to slip through Silva. In the end, that was a big touch. Because Silva was bursting into the box. In the touch from Nakano, he was apologising. I think that was needed in the end. Maybe just switched off slightly. Sasaki. Kawabe. Shiotani. Couldn't find Suzuki. Matsumoto. A deep cross towards the back post. As Zubiore, has he kept it in? I don't think he has. It will be a corner. Zubiore is a specialist in the continental competitions, hasn't played domestically. Hansmi, who's been given the gloves in the Malaysia Super League. The referee watching out for some pushing and shoving, this time the attention of Nakano and Raul Parra. Shichi is ready to take this corner though. That was Sasaki who was coming in. Getting a bit frustrated, they perceive as time wasting from Zubiore. She does clear upfield, and the free kick has gone away of Sanfrecce Hiroshima, and the first yellow card of the match shown to Gyro. And there might be a second one here. It's a bit silly from Guilherme. You've seen the way that these situations tend to go. He's got away without a caution there, Guilherme. So Gyro's got one for a combination of taking out two players, Araki and Taishi Masumoto. I don't think to Guilherme. Sort of gesture towards the striker. I just wonder whether that was more of a warning next time, and I will give you one. Towards Xisco Munoz about creating history by reaching the quarterfinals. It'll be a big achievement for both of these clubs if they can get to the last eight. Mendes. Sasaki to clear upfield. Navas. Without given, Pala. A step over from Darul, but Guilherme, that wasn't quite on the same wavelength. It was read anyway by Shor Sasaki. Suzuki almost through. Half an hour played, still goalless. Still JDT leading by 3-1. Mendes. Clip forward for Gyro. Silva takes it up. Corner to JDT this time. Seen too much from an attacking sense from the Malaysian club. Fairly comfortable defensively so far. There's half chances though for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. A big chance for Hayo Kawabe, the closest that they've come. Fernandez will take this corner. Swinger on this left-hand side. Once again, words from the referee. This time with Nene. And play brought back. Foul on, or from Antonio Glaude. Challenging with Tsukasa Shiotani. This time, Real Jermaine is penalised, and he's going to get a yellow card. He's the first of the Sanfrecce Hiroshima players to go in the book. Reminder that these two clubs have played each other twice already in this competition. In both matches, there were early red cards. JDT down to 10 early in the league stage match, which was won by Sanfrecce. And it was Kim Ju-sung who was sent off for Sanfrecce in the first leg of this tie. It's had a big part in how things have gone in this round of 16 encounter. Goalless at the time. Francisco Munoz encouraging his team to get forward. So we haven't had the restart yet. There's been treatment for Nene. Nene is going to be fine to continue. Outfield from Zubiore. Charo challenging with Kawabe. Nakano told to advance no further. He's told to retreat instead. Osako hasn't had any work to do so far. Jermaine Shichi making the run forward is Nakamura. Here he is, Akil to Shichi. It's Jermaine for support. Shichi, Matsumoto wins the free kick. Another good opportunity this for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. They'd love to get a goal before the break. This time the foul from Hafiz Fazayil. Wicket taken, swung in, and Glaude got his head to it, but Jermaine gets his shot away. Just hooked up into the night sky and out by JDT. It's Koyama who made the clearance. Shuto Nakano has come over to take this long throw. This is one of his specialities. He set up the first and the third goals from long throws in the J-League Cup final last season. It's bouncing around. Nakano's there with the overhead kick. He's penalised for a high foot in the end. Brave defending from Glaude. He knew what he was doing there. If he just got in the way, then he knew that Nakano would be punished. Jermaine. Suzuki. It's brought down by Nene, and Nene is the latest player to be shown a yellow card. I think it's fair to say Nene knew what he was doing here. Worried about the 4-on-3 attack that Sanfrecce Hiroshima are advancing towards goal with. So another free kick for Sanfrecce. He's a little too far out for an effort on goal. Shiichi is standing over this, so is Nishi Matsumoto. Taken by Shiichi. Took a clip off one of the JDT players, did it? It's gone out for a goal kick. It's Jermaine who got his head on it. Nakano couldn't keep the ball in play. He'll be encouraged. Bartosz scored what he's seen so far. Haven't had to worry too much about the attacking threat that was promised by Xisco Munoz from his JDT side. Silva down holding his shoulder. Challenge from Shuto Nakano. He's not ended up needing any on-field treatment. Nakano. Difficult one for Nakamura to bring down. Sanfrecce have the ball back again. Jermaine. Trying to take his throw. I think the goal coming out a little too far from his technical area. Referee noticing. Just a few words with the fourth official. So Xisco Munoz, who's getting involved down there as well. The coaching teams trying to get in the ear of the fourth officials for test their cases. Shiichi, not the best clearance, that straight back into danger, dealt with by Araki. This is a nice interplay between Jairo and Arribas. Throw taken by Faizail. Ribas is there. Para as well for support. Guilherme had an effort on goal yet. Has played in Japan. Has an eclectic career, Guilherme. He's playing in Brazil, Croatia, Saudi Arabia, Russia. Now Malaysia. Jairo on the chase, leaving one on Lackey. Remember, Jairo, one of two JDT players on a yellow card now, along with Nene. Last 5 minutes of this first half then, still 0-0 in the second leg. Still JDT leading by 3-1 on aggregate. the ball forward, collected by Mendes. Jairo. Holding play up towards Fazayil. Almost slipping through Silva there. There'll be another corner for the visitors. This was good from JDT. Not seen much of this. A decent recovery slide from Sho Sasaki. So can JDT do here from this corner if they can find a goal, silence this crowd, taken short to Mendes. Deep ball into the area towards Glaude. Goes down under a challenge. Attack's still alive. Ribas. Trofilov is in there. On to Jairo. The shot from Guilherme. Fazayil keeps things going and it hits the post. Ribas with the shot. And then, was it off the line from Sasaki? Not sure it was heading goalwards. Great effort from that right-hand side. Beaten Keisuke Osako. Trofilov. Glaude. JDT given some encouragement and much more of a threat now. Sanfrecce looking to counter this time. Play ball back for a foul on Akito Suzuki. That should give us an opportunity to look back at this chance for JDT. Brilliant effort from Oscar Ribas. It's a strange one. It's almost shapes like a cross. I think he was going for goal though, Ribas. The side-footed effort. And Osako just got a touch to it. Sasaki. Shiotani sidesteps Mendes. Can't find Shichi. It's Guilherme who's tracked back there, doing the defensive work. Aki. Matsumoto. Sasaki, Kawabe. Final minutes of this first half. We're about to find out how much will be added on. Shichi intercepted, trying to find Jermaine. One back though by Shichi. Jermaine again. Nakamura, Jermaine. Sees a cross in. Can't find Matsumoto. Here is Matsumoto. Nakamura trying to take on the JDT defence. Jairo up against Araki here, and Jairo has won the ball. He doesn't have anyone in support. And the cavalry. Cut back there, Guilherme. Fazayil. And Ribas. 2 minutes of stoppage time being played at the end of this first half. Pala. Ribas. Held up by Sasaki and wins the free kick. For all their possession from Sanfrecce Hiroshima, it's JDT who have come closest to opening the scoring then. You would think if Johor Darul Tazim can go 1-0 up, that will surely kill off this game. Can Sanfrecce get a goal before the break? Kawabe. And he's set up for Suzuki. Jermaine is fouled. It's a fairly soft one. And the challenge on Arribas. Jermaine knows he can't complain too much. He's already on a yellow card, grappling with Arribas. He's also leaning into the back of Jermaine. JDT have a free kick late in this half for the challenge on Johor Darul. Helped up by the referee. There'll be time to take this free kick. No, there won't. Well, Cisco Munoz and JDT are halfway there towards the quarter-finals. A brilliant save from Keisuke Osaka onto the post from a shot from Oscar Arribas, the closest that either side have come, but Sanfrecce Hiroshima have had plenty of the ball, and they went close themselves with a shot from Hayao Kawabe, which was well blocked by Antonio Glauder. But at the break, it's still JDT who are in control of this round of 16 tie. It's Sanfrecce Hiroshima 0, Johor Darul Tazim 0, and it's JDT who lead 3-1 on aggregate heading into the second half.
Teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully.
And then what will happen? It's gonna happen.
Welcome back. It's goalless between Sanfrecce Hiroshima and Johor Darul at half-time of this second leg of this round of 16 match in the AFC Champions League Elite. But JDT leading still by 3-1 on aggregate. And they've also gone closest to opening the scoring, despite not having much of the ball in that first half. Oscar Arribas hitting the post. Well, Osako anyway, palming the ball onto the post. Sanfrecce, and they carried an attacking threat, but only had real big chance, and it fell to Hayo Kawabe. A shot from just inside the area, which struck the chest of Antonio Glauder and out for a corner. And that's the closest that they have come. And Bartosz Gól, the head coach of Sanfrecce, we're hoping they can create a few more opportunities early in this second half. We're going to see a change for JDT at the start of this period, and it's going to be Aga Akeche who will come on. Scored in that first leg. Just await confirmation of who he has replaced. Akeche, who joined from Real Zaragoza last year. Again, has plenty of experience in the top Spanish leagues. Played for Eibar and Deportivo La Coruña and Cadiz and Athletic Bilbao. Former Spain under-20 international. Not a bad player to call upon. So we'll confirm that change to you in a moment as to who he has replaced. Just taking a look at the players out there will be JDT, who will get us underway in this second half. Mendes. Ribas challenging with Shiro Sasaki. No changes for Sanfrecce Hiroshima at the break. Still in brilliant voice, the Sanfrecce Hiroshima fans, still hoping for a minor miracle. Fazayil, who has come off, the captain. Akeche is just warned about delaying the restart. Akeche playing on this right-hand side. It's like Ribas may have gone over to the left. Check that, sliding challenge from Jairo. But Ribas still on this right-hand side. Just dropping back a little in comparison to where he was playing in the first half. Playing back to his goalkeeper by Israel Filov. It looks like he's taken over captaincy duties. The Azerbaijan international. Just one big save for Sako to make. Japan international goalkeeper. Big save to deny Oscar Olivas. Drawing the foul there, Shota Nakamura, and Akeche's gone in the book. He's only just come on. It's smart from Nakamura with the turn. Akeche already has to watch himself. It's going to be Shichi take this free kick. Shichi with the deep delivery away by Glauder. Back into the box, almost fell for Jermaine. Handball against the number 9. Clipped his arm there, and I think the crowd just got a replay of it on the big screen too. Nice smile from Jermaine. Plenty of options on the bench for Bartosz Gol if he needs them. Kosuke Kinoshita is one of them, and Shun Aokawa. Suki Kato would be one of the obvious choices. Matsumoto. Makano. This is that Shigatani, apologies. Trying to play it through there. It's that Kawabe. Sasaki. Sanfrecce Hiroshima trying to keep up the intensity. Shichi. Intercepted by Akeche. Kawabe. Matsumoto, Nakano, Shigatani, swinging the ball in, but it's left foot. Easily dealt with, though, by Andoni Zubiore. So we're looking for Gyro. Lauder. Kawabe. Suzuki. Kimura. Sanfrecce looking to build. Kawabe. Matsumoto. Shiotani. Still with Kawabe. Seeing a lot of the ball. Shiotani clipping the ball through from Makano. Kawabe's cross. Away by Nene. Kawabe with time to pick his cross this time. It's not a great one. Out by Israfilov. Sasaki. Shiichi. Takaki. Shiichi again. It's a dual threat with the right and left foot, and coming in at the back post. Was that Kawabe? A good ball into the area on the stretch. Kawabe trying to make contact. A chance is coming. Certainly looks like he put a good bet on Takaki Shiichi to provide the opportunity. His delivery's been very good this evening. Germain. One back by Mendes. Hopeful ball for Gyro. Shiotani with the attempted clearance. Shiotani trying to find Suzuki. And the new signings for Sanfrecce Hiroshima for this season. Para couldn't keep the ball in. Kimura taking the throw quickly. Cisco Munoz trying to get everyone back for JDT. Back into position. Very disciplined so far, this performance by JDT. Keeping chances at a minimum for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. They've had plenty of the ball. Kawabe. Matsumoto. Shiichi. Matsumoto had been in an offside position, had to let the ball run. Rivas. Para goes long with the clearance. Again looking for Gyro. Again it's Alaki who's there first. Jermaine has some space here, and can he get a shot away? He can, but he slices at it. Needed the composure. This was a good chance. Yes, the space was being closed down here for Jermaine. But opportunities have been hard to come by in this match. Jermaine just slicing at this, and here comes the first change for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. We'll see Kosuke Kinoshita. It might be a double change here. It is going to be a double change. Nato Ai is also going to come on. Kinoshita, who has 1 goal in the AFC Champions League this season. Previously played his football in Sweden, actually became the first Japanese player ever to feature in Sweden's top flights, and Shiro Sasaki is one of the players who's going to be withdrawn. So Arai, who drops back into defence. Nakamura has also come off. What can Kinoshita do in terms of providing an alternative attacking threat? Shichi trying to set Arai away. Akeche. Kawabe's taken over captaincy duties. Jermaine. Kinoshita has taken up position up front. Matsumoto. Arai, first touch for him since coming on. Back with Arai. Nakano. Shiotani, Kawabe, with Shiotani again. Back three for Johor Darul Tazim has been strong so far. It's difficult to penetrate. Sanfrecce Hiroshima will hope that one of these long throws from Shuto Nakano can unlock this JDT defence. There's another target to aim for now in Kinoshita. Was towards him as well. Shot comes in from Matsumoto. Straight at the JDT defence. Shiotani. Nakano. Away by Glauder. Tidy from Mendes. Cleared upfield by Silva. Gyro and Shiotani in a battle with each other. The free kick's gone Sanfrecce's way. Baraki. Shiotani. Shiichi. Almost found his way all the way through. Shot came in from Nakano. Matsumoto. Shiichi. Arai. Watch with his right foot. It's an enticing ball. Jermaine was at the back post. You can either divert the ball towards goal or keep it in play. Sanfrecce doubling up on this left-hand side with attacking threats with the right foot of Arai and Shiichi just behind. Bartosz Gall says they have to stay patient. He's talked about even getting goals in the final few minutes. And they're confident that even if it's still goalless in the closing stages, they can still find the 2 goals. Keep on trying to turn the screw and wind up the intensity, but JDT still holding firm so far. Not much of an attacking threat so far. And here comes Kinoshita. Kinoshita has managed to win a corner. Still protesting there, JDT, about the potential foul. Oscar Arribas wasn't given by the referee. Switched off there, JDT, as they were protesting. Classic play to the whistle. Arai with the corner. But a waste for Sanfrecce because the free kick's gone the way of JDT. And it's Kinoshita who seems to have been penalised. And it's just a little bit of a war of words between himself and Eddie Israfilov. He's not happy about something. He's making his case known to the referee. Once again, it's Kinoshita who's conceded a free kick here. The JDT players are crowding around, trying to ask for a yellow card for Kinoshita, and he has been shown the yellow. And it's a foul on Israfilov, and it was just boiling over a few moments ago. Just backing into Israfilov. It's only just come on. Kosuke Kinoshita. Kinoshita's making the case that Israfilov dipped to try and win that free kick. The contact he's made with his face shouldn't have been at that level. Over an hour played. Half an hour left for JDT to try and hold on, for Sanfrecce Hiroshima to try and get themselves back in this tie and force extra time. The card's going to be shown to one of Cisco Munoz's coaching team. Cisco himself. Finally, we get back underway towards Guilherme. Shiatani, Nakano. Shiatani harried by Guilherme. JDT won the ball back, but Sanfrecce have it back again. Switching the players, Nakano to Arai. Shichi. It's dropped back into that back three now. Still come forward and offer a threat on this left-hand side. Araki. Nakano. Shiatani. Clip forward from Suzuki. Taishi Matsumoto going down in the area. Nothing given by the referee. Suzuki with a bit of invention to try and release his teammate. Suzuki getting to the ball again first. Kawabe. Jermaine. Suzuki. Trying to find the return pass for Jermaine, who'd gone down, no free kick. Silva. Guilherme. Mendes. A bit of space here for Mendes. Just players getting back now for Sanfrecce. For Kinoshita to chase. Looking up for the early ball. Against Israfilov again. Shichi. Arai. Towards Jermaine. And Kawabe. It's a corner. Appeal still for a penalty from Sanfrecce Hiroshima. It will be looked at by VAR, of course. All incidents are. At the moment, just a corner for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. This cross from Arai just need to hit Jermaine. Coming in through the back of him was Israfilov. Was a little bit clumsy. Did Jermaine go down too easily? It's going to be a corner. Arai will take it. Again, the referee just saying he's watching. Nice delivery away by Israfilov. Kawabe. Straight into a wall of JDT players. Right, delivery again, and just wide. That was a big chance. Ator Araki. Forward from the back. Glancing header, I think it actually might have come off Kinoshita. More changes incoming for JDT. Loose ball that, but Nakano's done well to come away with it. Has some space to attack here as well. Jermaine bursting into the box. Instead it's towards Suzuki. I will have to do well to get this back, almost does. Para, safety first, out for a throw. Throwing everything at it now. Sanfrecce Hiroshima, 3 strikers. Nakano's not found much joy from these long throws yet. There's the added threat now of Kinoshita in there though. Nakano with the bullet long throw. Back with Nakano, up against Israfilov. Jairo is also back there. Celebrating every minor win, Jairo. They're getting closer to the quarterfinals. So changes incoming. Shane Lowry is going to be one of the players to come on. Australian-born defender who's also played for Republic of Ireland. Very experienced. Came through at Aston Villa, has played for Millwall and Leyton Orient and Birmingham in England. So he's taken the place of Jonathan Silva. We saw Park Jong-hyun was being readied as well. Pullback surely. Play on to the referee, but it is being brought back now for the free kick to Sanfrecce Hiroshima. Sanfrecce didn't really want to play on there. Arai or Shichi, it will be Arai. Easy though for Zubiore. A waste from Arai. Back to Osako. Shitani, Shiichi. Arai, Shiichi. Shitani, Suzuki and Jermaine. Into trouble, a little bit too intricate. Kawabe. They've been good at fighting to the end in matches in recent years. Sanfrecce Hiroshima on have to pull off something special now in the last 20 minutes of this game if they're to continue their hopes of going deep in this competition. Shiichi with the attempted cross, not the best one. Intercepted by Glauder. Gyro against Laki, doesn't have much help here. Mendes. Akeche. Free kick for JDT. Foul on Nacho Mendes. A rare opportunity for JDT to relieve the pressure. Decent position, and Akeche is like he's fancying his chances from the look of things. Oscar Arribas is also standing over the ball. Should it be? It is going to be Akeche. Sako was equal to it. Like he saw it late, the way he reacted. It's going to be a free kick to Sanfrecce. A foul on Suzuki. Noise levels rise once again. This is the chance for Akeche. A strange one. It maybe just swerved late for Osako. It's the most confident save, but it's kept out, and it's all that matters. Shiichi. Kinoshita let it run. Jermaine wasn't quite as close as he might have hoped for. Foul by Arai. Two more changes coming then for Sanfrecce Hiroshima, and we're getting towards the playing all the cards, hoping for the best here. Last throws of the dice incoming. Let's see Matsuki Kato, Jotaro Nakajima. Shiotani trying to find Suzuki. Not a great ball, so here come the changes. Kito Suzuki, the players being withdrawn. He scored twice in that league stage game, but couldn't find a target on this occasion with Suki Kato coming on for him. 2 goals in the competition this season. And Jotaro Nakajima is also on. It's also among the goals in this competition so far this season. Just one shot on target all match, though. That Kwabe shot in the first half obviously wasn't going towards goal, the one that was blocked by Glauder. It's been a terrific defensive performance so far from JDT. Kwabe. Hopeful looking ball. Easily dealt with by Zubiore. He's not had a save to make yet. Jermaine as well as the other players who brought off for Sanfrecce Hiroshima, by the way. Arai. For Kinoshita. Guilherme. Nakano. First chance we got to see it, the substitute. That's nice play though from Kato. And he's won a corner. Bit of trickery on that right wing from Matsuki Kato. Last 15 now. Arai will take this out swinging corner on the right hand side. Arai's delivery. Trofimov got his head to it. Osako. Shitani, it was Kato. Kato to Kawabe. And Arai. It wasn't Nakano. They have won another corner. They have to make one of these count. They have to at least test the goalkeeper. Yet to do so in this match. And time running out, but if they can get one goal soon, then anything can happen. The hope will rise, the nerves as well for JDT. They're dealing with everything that they've had to so far. Making it very clear who's in charge. So another corner for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. Arai with the delivery once again. Zaraki. Get the ball away, and free kick anyway for JDT. And now Keche's gone down here. Slightly further back, so has Eddie Israfilov, who seems to be claiming that he's got cramp. They'll take as much time out of the game as they can here, JDT, as they edge closer to a historic quarter-final. Just try and take the pace out of the game. The intensity's been there from Sanfrecce Hiroshima. The attacking threat hasn't quite matched it. Kawabe. Nakano. Kajina's won the throw. Another opportunity here with this long throw from Nakano. Aki is coming forward. Not had much joy from these throws either. It's a very tall defence, the JDT defence, with Glauder and Israfilov and now Lowry as well. Launched in by Nakano. Though Kinoshita got his head to it, can divert the ball goalwards. Still the encouragement from Bartoszko, still the belief. Nerves will start to set in as well for JDT, you would think at some point, but so much experience, especially in European football, from a lot of this JDT side. Foul on Nakano from Guilherme, just trying to delay the restart. Referee brought play back again. Sanfrecce just want to get on with it. Matsumoto. Arai. Shichi ahead of him. Defending from Arribas, but it is another corner. It has to be a good delivery from Arai. Plenty of chances like this. Had to really lay a glove on JDT. Arai with the delivery. It's not a bad one. It's Rafaelov with his head to the ball. Actually cleared by Akeche. Chasing this eagerly once again is Guilherme. Matsumoto. Clipped forward once again. Aki stay forward. Here is Araki. JDT won the ball back through Mendes and Guilherme. Trying to find Jairo. Intercepted Nakano, so we're going to start to get a little bit frantic out there. And there will be spaces left at the back for JDT to exploit. Can't they go short this time to Kawabe. Arai. Koshita. Arai. Searching for Kato. Mendes. Attempted clearance, claiming a handball, not given. Into the area again towards Kinoshita. Shiichi. Hopeful ball from Shiichi. Will be collected by Nakano. Desperate clearance. Finally, it's gathered by Zubiore. More appeals for a penalty. A little bit half-hearted. Matsumoto. Shiotani. Shiichi. Almost everyone back inside this defensive third for JDT. No spaces at all for Sanfrecce to operate in. Away by Paula. Guilherme with loads of space to run into here, and Jairo is there, and they could settle it here. Guilherme couldn't pick the pass. They do have a corner though, and there'll be no urgency to take this. Guilherme here had to pick the pass for Jairo. Running at full pelt, but Raki determined defending. They won't send too many players forward here, JDT, you would think. Now, they've taken this back and they are now looking at a potential penalty. And the referee has been sent to the monitor. And usually, this results one way, and it's potentially a penalty for Sanfrecce Hiroshima for this challenge on Hayo Kawabe. A clumsy one by Shane Lowry. His arm around Kawabe, and is there enough contact there for the referee to determine this is going to be a penalty for Sanfrecce Hiroshima? And what drama in the closing stages of this second leg, and this could be a huge moment. Lowry claiming that he went down too easily. Here comes the decision. He's just having one more look. The fourth officials urged him to go back to the monitor to have a look again. It's not usual you see that. It looked like the referee had completely decided on what was going to happen. He's gone back to the monitor again. They're taking it back further. Now, what are they looking for here? Potentially a different foul earlier in the build-up. How far back do they want to go? And they're looking at completely different challenge on Kawabe. Oh, this is a little bit messy. Well, one way or another, the referee has decided. Well, he's not pointed. He points to the spot. He hasn't. No penalty. So no penalty given, and JDT have a corner. They're going to make a change here. Well, that's very confusing. We're looking at two separate incidents there. The referee sent back to the screen to look at a different incident. Either way, no penalty. Check complete. And it stays as it is with a corner for JDT. So Bergson is on now for JDT. Corner for the away side, and solid save from Osako. Bergson coming on is a real attacking threat for JDT. One goal in this competition this season, 19 goals in domestic football so far this season, which is extraordinary. Could have changed at the final few minutes of this game if Sanfrecce had been given a penalty. Put real pressure on JDT. Another change for Sanfrecce. Shichi has come off. Otoki Ohara has come on. And that really is the last throw of the dice for Sanfrecce. Kawabe. Shiotani again, and Kawabe needs a good delivery. It's onto the substitute, Ohara. Kato, it's all very messy. More appeals for a penalty, this time for a handball. Kawabe with the cross, and collected by Zubiore. Expecting at some stage it was going to get a little bit frantic. Edging closer here, Johor Darul Tazim to a place in the last 8. Once again, a possible check for a penalty here. We saw the appeals for a handball. The referee's been sent to the screen again too. So he's decided previously not to go with the recommendation after being sent to the screen. Now let's have a look at this. Claims of a handball up against Nene. Definitely strikes the hand, and straight away the referee's made a quick decision. It is going to be a penalty to Sanfrecce Hiroshima. In the closing minutes, there is a chance for the home side to pull a goal back and set up a grandstand finish. Big pressure moment here for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. The ball given to Kosuke Kinoshita. To bring the aggregate score to within just 1 goal with time running out. First of all, Kinoshita has to convert. How big a moment is this in this tie? Kinoshita up against Zubiore. Kinoshita sends the keeper the wrong way, and there is still hope here for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. And how much added time is there going to be for Sanfrecce to try and get the equaliser in this tie? It's a very good penalty from Sanfrecce Hiroshima. And now the nerves will start to set in for JDT. The adrenaline levels will be rising for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. There will be 5 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this second leg for Sanfrecce Hiroshima to try and force extra time. They've delivered strong support throughout this match. It's been noisy. They've not given up hope. JDT has to try and hold their own nerve. Bergson with a tame effort from distance. Sako trying to beckon everyone forward quickly. Tsumoto trying to hurry him up to get the ball forward, trying to force a mistake from JDT. Arai, this delivery in towards Kawabe, kept in just about, but not quite enough, and Lauder sees the ball out. He's down on the ground here. Needs a bit of attention. And the medical team are going to come onto the pitch, and it just takes a little bit of spice out of the situation. Gives the players a moment to settle themselves down again. Two incidents from Nene late in the match in both of the ties has given Sanfrecce Hiroshima hope. The own goal in the first leg, they were 3-0 down, and the conceding of a penalty late in this match too. And you can sort of ignore the 5 minutes at the top of your screen, and you would think be added on further by the referee, while Andoni Zubiere gets the treatment that he needs. Looks like he's fine to continue. So Zubiore will go long. And, just how much added time will be added? I mean, the Sanfrecce will be in the ear of the referee just to make sure that it was all noted down, the amount of time that was taken out. The West region yet to start knockout phase yet. When the situation in the area settles down, they can resume again. The quarterfinals onwards due to be played in Saudi Arabia for both regions. So due to be a quick almost knockout tournament, the quarters, the semis into the final. JDT still in pole position to get themselves to that point. This is an awkward one to deal with though. Free kick's gone the way of JDT. Goes against Shuto Nakano. This is exactly how JDT would like to play the stoppage time in this match. Just make it bitty, scrappy. Doesn't matter how they get there from their point of view, just as long as they do. Funzubiore towards Bergson. Filled by Matsumoto. Lowry's header. Guilherme. Lauder. Bergson. Mendes. It's a loose ball but gets away with it. Matsumoto. Guilherme has not stopped running in this match, doing his defensive work as well. Incredible energy from the Brazilian. He's getting quite tense on the sidelines as well. The stakes are so high. Left for Raul Para. Some incredible noise being generated by the Sanfrecce fans at the far end. Bergson's gone down very easily there with contact with Motoki Ohara. Sanfrecce players just have to be a little bit streetwise here. Para urged by Mendes and Akeche to go into the corner. Be the sensible thing to do. Bergson, Akeche is trying to play for the corner. Muscled out of it though. And there might be just one last chance for Sanfrecce Hiroshima to get forward. Everyone's sprinting back for JDT. And it's not a good ball from Osako. It's hurried. Probably are in the far reaches now of the time added on to the stoppage time. Cisco Munoz awaiting the whistle. Toshko doesn't want it to come. But Johor Darul reached the quarter-finals of the AFC Champions League for the first time in their history. It wasn't pretty in this second leg, but the damage was done in the first. A 3-1 lead coming to Japan. And they defended resolutely. A late penalty gave Sanfrecce Hiroshima hope. Scored by Kosuke Kinoshita. But apart from that, it was a brilliant defensive performance from Johor Darul, and they will go through to the last 8. It's a massive opportunity missed for Sanfrecce. And just one goal in the end separated these two sides. In the end, not enough shots on target for Sanfrecce Hiroshima. But it's JDT who go through to the quarter-finals. It's finished Sanfrecce Hiroshima 1, JDT 0 on the night. Johor Darul go through 3-2 on aggregate.